Hi there, iTeam. We're going to take a look at Google Docs for your iTeam meeting notes. So from your Gmail account, you're going to go up here to Documents and select Documents. Once you're here, there's a couple different ways that you can go about finding your notes. You can go down to Collections Shared with Me and click on that, and there should be a folder down here that says Mount Pleasant iTeam Notes. Mine's set up a little differently, so I'm going to click on Oregon City, and I'm going to find Mount Pleasant in here. Here's your folder right here. So you can click on the folder. Alright, you're going to find the thing that says Sample iTeam Notes for Mount Pleasant, and select that. Once it's open, you're in a document that's much like Excel. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see there's two different things set up for you. There's meeting information, and then there's your notes page here. So on the meeting information page, you'll just type in the date that your meeting is taking place, the time, and one of the recommendations from the tips training is that you do the next meeting and have the times all set up beforehand so that people can refer back to it. Put who has your roles, so who's the chair, the recorder, timekeeper, data person, and team members. And you can see whenever there's a little orange triangle in the corner, there's a note, so you can put bold initials when present. One of the things that you'll find that I like about the Excel version is if you put the initials of your team members in here and click, you can come back and kind of just drag that down, and it will replicate the work for you, so you don't have to repeat the same information over and over and over again. So once you're in here, one of the things this will do is it'll kind of help you evaluate your big systems over time. So the first row here is how many kids are on check and check out. We'll say 10 are on. How many are making progress? We'll just say 8. And you'll see here it'll calculate a little percentage. And over time, what you'll be able to see is kind of your trend over the course of the year, how many kids are on, how many are making progress. And then if you have new kids to any of your initiatives, you can just say we've got 3 new kids that are starting this week. And again, that'll be just kind of a way for your team to track the major things. As you go across here, you've got behavior support plans. So I just drug with my fingers, but you can use this down here to drag across. But it'll do the same thing for behavior support plans. So you just enter how many are on, how many are making progress, and it'll give you a little percentage. And I just put in reading, writing, and math as interventions, and I'm not sure which ones you're using. We can customize that to work for however you want it to be. So that's that page. Once you kind of get your basic meeting information entered, then you can go to the next page over, which is right here. So you click on that tab, and in here you'll just enter the students' names. So we'll just say Shawn. And one of the things that I've noticed in the meetings is that several kids are on multiple interventions. So we can say I'm on check and check out, and maybe I'm getting a reading intervention. And then from here, you'll put the referral source, your precision problem statement, and again, there's little hints. If anywhere you see an orange box, it'll go through and tell you exactly what you're supposed to put in the box. So you'll put your precision problem statement here, your action steps and timelines in this box, and then your goals here going forward. So one of the things, again, that we can do is we can change whatever's in these fields for your drop downs. So let's say that we've got a couple different kiddos in here. Oops. While you're doing your meeting, one of the things you can do is just go up to the column that you're in and there will be this little triangle. You can click on it and say sort. So if you wanted to do your meeting and talk about all your FBA kids or check and check out kids or kids on writing interventions kind of in one chunk, you can sort through that way. Let's see what else you need to know here. Some just basics on using the Google Docs over here. There's a share button, and you can click that. And if you want to add anybody to this document, you just type their email in right here, click share and save, and then you can give people different permissions. So you can say they can edit or they can just view and go from there. So we'll cancel that. I think the other thing that's really important is that you're going to want to use Google Chrome as your browser for this. So I'll just show you really quickly, if you don't have Google Chrome, how to get that. So you can just type into any web search. Oops. Chrome download. And it's right here. And then you just click download Google Chrome, and it will go through and download it on your computer. And then this will be the icon that you're going to want to use when you're using your Google Docs. The formatting gets really messed up if you're trying to use Safari, and Internet Explorer kind of works, but it's not nearly as good as Chrome. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, be sure to let me know.